Glad to have you with us from Davis-Wade Stadium in Starkville, Mississippi. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, the Tigers head coach told me pregame, one of the things Coach talked to me about was just the importance of getting their quarterback going. This transfer quarterback has been everything they needed and more. They are so grateful they picked him up in the portal. And now today, he is close to going over 3,000 yards for the season. They feel confident with the script. They meet every Friday night to see exactly what plays the quarterback likes. So they are confident they'll get him that mark.
He smashes his way through again. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Tigers' offense will go to work first. And here comes Byron Brown. Led his team to a win, throwing 4 touchdown passes the last time out. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Keeps it moving. It's Cobb. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and this crowd giving this defense some juice. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, there's an alley on the left. Past the 20. And he scores! Touchdown, Auburn!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Bulldogs offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. Bluff Bothwell. Here's a guy that can really deliver tough yards on the ground for this offense. They'll start on the ground with Bluff Bothwell. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill, and I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going, and as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
Now on first down from the 30. Out wide right, it's West. There he goes. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Could not make his way to the corner.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Long way to go on second down. Looking to throw again. Over the middle, it's Williams. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Bulldogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Across the 25, he's got room. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And you got to lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
Handoff, fluff Bothwell. Defense all over it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Might as well run him again. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
And he's going to bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. Auburn lines up quickly.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Might as well give it to him again. Got the 1st down. Nothing but green grass down the middle. At the 20. Touchdown, Auburn. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown.
Number 45, set to advance on the football.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. They'll start on the ground with Rupp Bothwell. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Taylor wants to throw it. Moving out to the right. Trying to make magic with his feet. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the 1st half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to it. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
Using his feet. They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go-bys against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his own.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. They'll go with Bothwell. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. No problem for the offense there. They just took care of business.
And you practice these situations nowadays. You know you're going to go for it on fourth most of the time. 4th and 1, you feel very confident. You're ready to rock and roll, and they get the first down.
Taylor wants to throw. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on second down. On play action. Rolls right. Going to try to get it himself. Oh, he's got some space. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. Officials are stopping the clock as there is still a Mississippi State player down on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rill will check on his condition. And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Running inside, it's Cobb. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They'll run him again. Runs through a tackle. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Brown wants to pass. Right side, it's Cobb. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Throwing right. He's got it. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Wants to throw again. Left side is Washington. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
He's got it. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Cobb. Got an alley. Turning it on. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
I love this tight end because, man, he's a weapon in the passing game. Big guy, big target, and he has a lot of ability after the catch. You saw it on that touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make it.
And he stopped, but not before he moves the chains. Pickup of 12 on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Keeps it himself. Doing it himself again. Breaks into the open. He's at the 30. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Really nice read that time by the quarterback in the option. He had the ball out in the perimeter. He saw his pitch guy open, nobody accounting for him. So you flip it to him quickly, nice accurate pitch out in front of him, easy catch, and then he's able to do the rest. Look at the speed that time on the perimeter by the pitchman, picking up a massive gain for this offense.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Makes the grab. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. Auburn calls its second of 3 timeouts. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
They'll go with Bothwell. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bulldog.
That's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Brown will throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. Just barely got rid of it.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Second down, going to throw it. Out wide right, it's Johnson. At the 45 on his way. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Fresh set of downs going up top. Got it in the middle. It's Kane. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. He wants to throw it. Still looking. First down and more. There he goes. Still on his feet. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be third down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They come to the line, facing third and long from the 25. Taylor wants to throw it. Flip it out to the back on the screen. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Under pressure. He'll pull it down and run. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They'll go with Bothwell. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Bulldogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Press center downs going to the air. Fires left. Makes the catch. It's West. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Fresh set of downs going up top. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Oh, got enough space. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. And he's going to try to return this one. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Straight ahead, it's Cobb. And he's not going anywhere as this defense has no plans to give up a big play before the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We begin with the Northwestern Wildcats taking on the number 3 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's Northwestern able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. This ball club now stands at 6 wins. They've ensured themselves at the very least of a 500 regular season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Starkville. What an effective job both of these teams have done running the football. Both have gone over 100 yards, and it's because both have committed to pounding the rock. Credit these coordinators with sticking to the game plan. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Davis-Wade Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. ready to boot it deep to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Here's a give to Bothwell. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now give it to Fluff. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And a lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies in the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speeds to the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And the Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Pulls it. Leaves it in his belly. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Finds him out of the backfield. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Now on first and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Taylor wants to throw. Touchdown Bulldogs! They looked finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. Auburn lines up quickly. Drives inside. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Auburn sends out the punting unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. He gets a block. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Taylor wants to throw it. Setting up the screen. Turning it on. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
Really nice individual effort that time by the wide receiver. He was trying to get the 1st down. There was no way he was going out of bounds there on 3rd. Fighting for every inch he could get. Didn't quite get there. Now you've got a big decision if you're the head coach. You're going to stay on the field and try to go for this thing.
Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the 1st down. Trying to get the corner. Rides the option, he keeps it. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Keeps it on the option. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on 3rd down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's 4th down.
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Oh, pressure's coming. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. The run inside. It's Cobb. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. And boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
wants to pass. He wants to go deep. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Got some room to run. He's at the 50.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Drops back on first down. Rushes on. Lets it fly. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. This game is decided as we check out the Week 11 scoreboard. Top 12 teams in the country. Of course, all of these teams playoff contenders. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third down, here's Bockwell. Works his way forward, has enough for the first down. Ball spotted at the 32.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Taylor wants to throw. Finds his back in the middle. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Second and long here. Sells to fake. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And that's a better job by this defense. That's exactly what they've got to start doing more. He's had a lot of success on the ground. It's apparent. He will take off and move. So how do we keep him in the pocket? Get him behind the line of scrimmage, fluster him a little bit, and don't let him use those readers.
And he got it! Still a one-score game, and they've got a little breathing room.
And that was an important kick here in the fourth quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. The defense able to hold them to a field goal on that last drive, and now this offense will try to answer, and they snags it, and he's open. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Brown will throw it. Timed it perfectly to knock him free and forces the third down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Hunt is on its way. Trying to make one miss. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Quarterback will keep it. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that was the biggest play of the game. They've got the lead offensively. They're trying to run this thing out. He coughs it up. The defense jumps on it, and all of a sudden, this game has a different feel.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They just got a huge break, and now they need to put this ball into the end zone. A field goal really doesn't help much at this stage. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Auburn lines up quickly. Brown wants to pass, and his throw is incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it down the middle. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on third down.
And that's an interesting choice for this offense, and specifically for the quarterback, man. Fourth down, throwing the ball underneath the stick. When you're not getting a first down, you got to put that ball on the money, have your guy with some open space so he can run. Defense was all over that drag route. They broke on the football, no space, nowhere to go, forcing the fourth down.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He is the slide, and he's converted this fourth down to keep the drive moving.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the fourth quarter and it's a one-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Still plenty of time for this offense, but this probably their final drive, under 2 minutes to play. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Caught near the sidelines, he'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
What a snag. How about that catch, man? When you threw the football, you're like, no, don't throw it. But the big fella says, it's my ball. I don't care if anybody's near me. He'll make the catch. That tight end just earned some money.
A 6-point game getting very deep in the fourth quarter, and the it's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Breaks into the open. The 40. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bulldog! And they turn it into a defensive score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Keeping his eyes downfield. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead.
How about that, guys? That's basically a 15-point swing. Defense gets a pick 6, and then your offense gets the 2-point conversion. Wow.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. Brown will throw it. They're all over him. He'll try to do it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
Fires to the middle. Between the hashes, it's Johnson. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
Right side, it's Johnson. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing...
Going for it all. Oh, man, he almost kicked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Had to force that one.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. snaps it, and he has to have it. Throws to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.